Jake Wood set to return as Max Branning in EastEnders. What his comeback could mean for Walford. Walford is about to get a whole lot messier. After 4 years away from EastEnders, actor Jake Wood is reportedly making a dramatic return to his iconic role as Max Branning. And if the rumors are true, it's going to send shockwaves through Albert Square. Fans of the long-running BBC soap have been eagerly speculating about Max's return ever since he left in 2021. Now, it appears their patience may finally pay off. According to The Sun, Max Branning is expected to reappear on screens later this year, in a storyline that promises to ruffle feathers and reignite some of the show's most volatile relationships. Let's unpack everything we know so far about this potential return, explore Max Branning's complicated past, and consider what his comeback could mean for the current EastEnders landscape. Max Branning, a character with unfinished business. Jake Wood first arrived on EastEnders in 2006, stepping into the role of Max Branning, a slick and often scheming businessman with a weakness for affairs, secrets, and emotional turmoil. Over the years, Max became one of the show's most enduring and polarizing figures, featuring in some of EastEnders' most memorable storylines. From his affair with daughter-in-law Stacey Slater, to faking his own death, to being wrongly imprisoned for Lucy Beale's murder, Max's journey has been anything but straightforward. His actions often left destruction in their wake, not only for himself, but for nearly everyone around him. By the time he left the square in February 2021, Max had alienated most of his family and friends. He'd lost his daughters, destroyed key relationships, and ultimately walked away from Walford with baby Abby, his late daughter's child, hoping for a fresh start. But in the world of soaps, no departure is ever truly final. Especially not for a character as central and chaotic as Max Branning. Why Max left in 2021 and why it still matters. Max's exit in 2021 was emotionally charged. Reeling from a series of personal losses, including the betrayal of close friends and a failed romance with Linda Carter, Max made a desperate decision. He snatched baby Abby and left Walford, determined to raise his granddaughter on his own, and far away from the pain of his past. At the time, Jake Wood's departure was positioned as open-ended. He made it clear in interviews that while he was stepping away from the role, the door was being left open for a potential return. "I'm really pleased they left it open," Wood told fans in 2021. "You never know what the future holds. Never say never. In soap opera terms, that's code for, he'll be back when the time is right." The timing of Max's return. What makes now so significant? While the BBC has not officially confirmed Max Branning's return, and when asked for comment, EastEnders reportedly declined to respond, there's a reason fans and industry insiders are taking this rumor seriously. Several key developments have lined up to create a perfect storm for Max's reappearance. Lacey Turner, Stacey Slater, has announced she'll be stepping away from the soap later this year. Her on-screen history with Max is deeply intertwined. Their infamous affair once tore apart both their families. Max's return during or shortly after her exit could be a poetic callback to one of EastEnders' most controversial plotlines. There's also increased buzz around the Beale family, including ongoing drama involving Peter, Bobby, and Kathy. Max's past with Ian Beale, especially around Lucy's murder and the wrongful conviction, could resurface in surprising ways. With several longtime characters either departing or taking breaks, showrunners may be looking to reinvigorate Walford's drama with a character who brings guaranteed fireworks, and Max fits that bill perfectly. According to a Sun source, bosses are excited about what his character's reappearance means for spicing up the plots. There's plenty to go at. Max has loads of unfinished business in the square and is set to ruffle some feathers by Max's return. Max's return doesn't just shake things up, it could completely upend existing storylines. Here's a breakdown of the key characters who would be most affected. 1. Linda Carter. Their past affair ended in heartbreak, but Max's feelings for Linda ran deep. When she refused to leave her husband Mick for him, Max took it hard. Since then, Linda has been through her own trauma, including Mick's presumed death and struggles with alcoholism. With Linda now rebuilding her life, would Max's return reignite old sparks, or plunge her back into emotional chaos? 2. Stacey Slater. Stacey and Max's affair was one of EastEnders' most explosive storylines. It led to the iconic Christmas Day reveal in 2007 and devastated both the Branning and Slater families. Even after all these years, their history remains unresolved. With Stacey set to leave the show soon, could Max's return overlap with her exit? Might their past be revisited one final time? 3. Jack Branning. Max's brother Jack is one of the few family members still on the square. Their relationship has been fraught with betrayal, jealousy, and tension, especially where their children and romantic entanglements are concerned. A confrontation between Jack and Max seems inevitable, particularly if Max returns seeking redemption or revenge. 4. Lauren Branning. Although not currently on screen, Max's daughter Lauren could easily be drawn back into the narrative. Her relationship with Max was severely damaged over the years, especially after the death of her sister Abby. Could Max be returning to Walford in hopes of reconnecting with his daughters, or is he hiding a darker agenda? 5. Baby Abby. Let's not forget, Max left with baby Abby in tow. Her well-being and whereabouts have remained largely unexplored since his exit. A return could raise questions about Abby's care, prompting concern from the Beals or even social services. The Lacey Turner factor. Stacy's exit and Max's timing. The news of Lacey Turner's temporary departure from EastEnders added extra intrigue to the Max Branning rumors. Turner, who has played Stacy Slater since 2004, is stepping away to focus on her young family and other work opportunities, though a return is expected. We can confirm that Lacey will be off-screen later this year, but there is plenty more drama to come beforehand, an EastEnders spokesperson confirmed. We look forward to planning Stacy's return when Lacey decides the time is right. In an interview with OK! Magazine, Turner opened up about the difficulty of balancing her career with motherhood. You feel guilty leaving them, but also guilty for not earning. It's never ending, but we've got to stop judging and start supporting each other. Her vulnerability and candor resonated with fans, and the timing of her exit, combined with Max's possible return, has only fueled speculation that the two events are somehow connected. Could Max's reappearance be the catalyst for Stacy's exit storyline, and why Max still matters? Jake Wood was a fixture on EastEnders for over 15 years. His portrayal of Max Branning, equal parts charming and toxic, turned him into a household name. Whether you loved him or loathed him, Max brought an edge to the soap that few other characters could match. Since leaving the show, Wood has kept busy, starring in theater productions like 222 A Ghost Story, and staying connected with fans through social media and interviews. Still, he's made no secret of his affection for EastEnders, or his openness to returning one day. I loved my time on the show, and I'll always be grateful, he told fans. If the right storyline comes along, who knows? If these reports are accurate, then that time has come. Fan reactions, anticipation and anxiety. Unsurprisingly, the EastEnders fanbase has been buzzing since news of Max's potential return broke. On X, formerly Twitter, fans are already speculating about what kind of chaos he might bring. At Walford Watcher, Max Branning coming back? Just when the square was starting to calm down. Bring it on fire fire fire. At Soap Queen 94. Please don't let Max mess up Linda's life again, weary she deserves peace. At Bela Branning fan, Max vs Jack 2.0? Yes please. Some fans have expressed concern that Max's return could overshadow newer storylines, but others argue that bringing back familiar faces is exactly what the soap needs during a time of transition. What's next for Walford? Whether or not Jake Wood's return is officially confirmed in the coming weeks, the buzz surrounding Max Branning is undeniable. His reappearance would be more than just a nostalgic nod, it would represent a major turning point for the show. As EastEnders prepares to say goodbye to beloved characters like Stacy, for now, the return of a legendary character like Max Branning might be just what the show needs to shake things up, and bring a jolt of unpredictability back to the square. Whatever storyline awaits him, one thing is certain. When Max Branning walks back into Walford, nothing, and no one, will ever be the same again.